with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. I don't know the lyrics of the song, but I'll sing it anyway.
And make a change.
You all didn't see that, but I grabbed my crotch right there. Too. Over the rainbow. Somewhere
That's a beautiful
over
song.
the rainbow. Skies
Bluebird
are
sing.
blue.
I thought it was Bluebird sing.
It might be, man. I don't have any idea.
Dun, dun, dun,
The
dun,
Impossible Dream. I don't know that one.
dun,
Dream,
dun,
the Impossible Dream. I don't know.
dun.
Beauty and the Beast. What was I made for?
Oh, Beauty and the Beast.
One moment in time. I walked the line. They
What
got
was
it.
the dude from Beauty and Gaston?
Gaston?
Gaston. I like Gaston, man. That was
Gaston.
my dude, man. Gaston was the dude.
That was a cool song they sang about him too.
Gaston was that motherfucker. Gaston could damn do
And
anything.
That movie's so unrealistic because that guy never gets taken down like that. Come on, those guys end up rich, marrying the plastic Barbie, whatever. Oh, Stand By Me. Hey Jude. Here's a trivia question.
Jude.
How many times in the song Hey Jude did they say? How many times did they say "la" in Hey Jude? Remember Hey Jude? How many times did they say "la"?
I don't know.
How many times did they repeat "la"?
Hey Jude. Maybe once or twice?
No, it's a bunch.
How many times?
I don't know.
So you asked a question so I could come up with anything and you'd be like, yeah. I
Maybe.
should have just threw out a realistic answer. 35 times.
Incorrect.
So you do know.
I don't know. I do know, but I don't, sort of. It's a trick question. So they never said "la." They were saying "nah." Nah, 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 nah. But if somebody says, hey, how many times did they say "la," it makes you think about it. You start trying to count them, and they never said it at all.
Law works too.
Golden slumbers, memory, fix you. Imagine. There we go. Imagine all the people living for today.
That was a good song.
Do some Yoko Ono shit. She was like almost yodeling, but just kind of screaming.
What Beatle was she married to?
John Lennon.
John Lennon. Didn't he
Your
get killed
song?
on the stairs?
Didn't you want to do your song,
Didn't
Mr.
they
Producer?
Shoot my dude down.
And you can tell everybody this is your song.
I think we're recording.
It may be quite simple.
Are you recording all this? Okay.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. We got to work on that.
Is the lyrics in there
No,
to it?
I don't think so. Maybe.
I bet the lyrics
yeah,
probably
yeah,
are
they
in there to
probably
that
are.
song. I don't even know the lyrics to that one all the way.
I know it's not much, but it's the best. Did Bernie Taupin write that one, or did Elton John write that one? I Walk the Line, you know that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine.
Step in on the
Oh,
mic for
Mr.
a quick
Producer,
second.
for a rare
Mr.
appearance.
There is a great version of that song
Which one?
by something Devlin. If you look up Your Song, Devlin - Your Song,
Okay,
it's somebody on American Idol or
really?
American British.
Okay. Devlin, that sounds British.
That made me like the song even more.
Devin the dude.
I'm going to check it out.
Check it out.
What a wonderful world. What a wonderful
That's one of my favorite
world.
songs.
Me too, yeah. Only when Ray Charles sings it, otherwise I don't want to hear it. But Ray Charles' version,
Ray
What a Wonderful
Charles.
World.
I like the Louis Armstrong.
I
version.
sing. Well, you can't not like anything Louis Armstrong. Good point.
Skies of blue.
Red roses too.
I see them bloom for me and you.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What a great song.
That is a great song. It's a beautiful song. I watched them grow.
I don't know how popular Take Me Home Country Roads is.
And learn much more.
Let It Be and then Let It Go.
Let
Two
It
separate
Be.
songs. I don't know what Let It Go is. Let it be, let it be,
Let it be.
let it be, yeah.
And Let It Go
Let it
is-
be.
Let It Go is Disney. Frozen.
Oh,
okay, I
that's
don't know.
okay. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know Frozen.
Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold me back anymore.
Yeah, I missed the I'm sure that I
Your
will
kids
see
was grown,
Frozen.
probably about grown by the time
they were
Frozen.
grown by the time Frozen came out.
around.
Yeah, I'm sure that I'll watch it with Madeline when
I
she
got
gets a
my
little bit
share
older.
of Frozen when
Yeah.
it was popular.
Mr. Producer just said it's time for an intro.
Keeping us in
How deep are
line and on time. We 5 minutes in.
Keeping us
probably
in time, keeping us on. Yeah, there we
keeping
go.
us in time and keeping us online.
It's good to be back in studio.
Hold on. Get the book cover because I got the recording right there, Shane.
Good point. Yeah, I need to put it back.
Big
where I got it
old
anyway.
book cover in your face.
Didn't anybody ever tell you to put stuff back where you found it?
Put it back.
Just
where
throw
you
stuff anywhere
found
and I can't find it anywhere. That sounds like me bitching at my wife about
Put it
tools. And there you
back
go.
where
I'm not
you
putting stuff
found
away.
it.
It's good to be back in the
That's one of
studio.
them old folks saying.
Good to be back. I've been gone for a couple weeks. All right, you ready? Let's open this thing up. Coming to you now from that 86 Kids studio. Q's going to sing backup. I like it.
Let it be. Keep going, Shane.
I lost my whole thing. Now I got myself all confused.
Bad
And now,
Leroy Brown.
coming to you now from that 86 Kids studio, deep in the heart of downtown Huntsville, Alabama.
In the junkyard dog.
Here with my Q. My Q?
Go back.
Speaking of junkyard dogs,
Leroy
I'm here with my
Brown.
co-host Q, the messenger.
Bad is bad in the whole damn town.
You're mixing your metaphors. Man.
I know.
I like it. It's an eclectic background song.
It is an eclectic background song. I'm trying to throw your name in there somehow. I'm trying to.
And our producer, Kevin, the boss man Richardson. Speaking of bad,
Shane
Leroy
the
Brown.
Knox.
Shane the Brown. My name is Shane the Brown Knox.
I meant to say Brown. What Brown came out? Shane the Brown. I'm sorry, man. Come
No,
on.
you're good.
Who
You
the fuck
reminded me of
is
something else too.
Okay.
All right. I'm Shane the Brown Knox, and
Shane
this
the Brown
is
Knox.
Vender Chronicles.
Hey,
Let's
let's
go.
go.
Let's go.
Hey. Oh, man.
Well, that was chaotic. I like chaotic.
I like that song, man. Leroy Brown was a bad man.
Leroy Brown was a bad song. And he's bad. Bad. Leroy Brown. I like Don't Mess Around with Slim, though.
Yeah.
Down to South Alabama come a country boy.
Mm-hmm.
I like that last line when the cutting was, what does he said? When the bad dudes all get together before that.
Let me clear my throat.
I can't remember now.
Dun. Me neither.
What you been listening to lately?
Oh shit. Whatever. I've been listening to some ignorant shit lately.
Like what? Give me an example.
Just some like hip hop, ignorant, shit I listen to while by myself really.
Right.
I couldn't even tell you none of the names of the songs because I don't know who they are, what the names of them. I just like it.
Just random.
I couldn't even really tell you what they saying.
Ratchety
I know they
hip-hop?
saying some ratchety shit. I really don't even know what they said, tell you the truth, Shay, but it got
That's
a good
hilarious.
beat and
Okay.
I like it. You like what you like.
I remember when Jessica and I were first dating, she liked that, it's a song called Fancy. I think it's by Reba McEntire.
Ooh, Reba McEntire.
She would love, she'd be singing the song, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me. I'm just like, do you know what that song's about? No.
Uh-huh.
It's about a poor mother turning her teenage daughter out into prostitution.
Oh, that's fancy.
She's like, no, it's not. I said, listen to the lyrics. Mama told me, just be nice to the gentleman, Fancy. They'll be nice to you. 1 week later, I was pouring his tea in a 5-room hotel suite. It was all about her mama got her a dress. It was red with velvet trimming and it fit me good. Had a slit in the side clean up to my hip. I said, Mama, I don't know what to do. She said, just be nice to the gentleman, Fancy, and they'll be nice to you.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your one chance, Fancy. Don't let me down. Yep. It was about a mama turning her daughter out to go find a man.
Got a daughter turning tricks.
Yep.
Well, she turned out because she was trying to get her off to a nice home, or she was wanting her to bring money back home.
No.
She was pimping her, or she was trying to
she
just
wasn't
get her.
pimping her. She was trying to, she's like, look, I got nothing else I can give you, but I gave you that
can get
body,
you a
and
good
I'm gonna
dress
give you
and a
this
good body.
a
Okay.
dress with the slit clean up to the hip.
Okay. The mama wasn't pimping.
And just be nice to the the mama couldn't afford to raise her. Yeah, that's what it was.
okay.
Yeah, mama couldn't afford to raise her, and so she, turned her out to make her own way by sleeping with, she was gonna
some old codger,
and she did.
Hey, if he paid and he gonna take care of you,
hey,
shit.
Look,
hey, pay to play. Was it pay to play, or was it like you gonna be my concubine or wife?
No, it wasn't pay to play.
I start asking these fucking questions.
It wasn't pay to play.
I get to thinking.
But I don't know if it was wife either. It might have just been. Well, I don't know. She was pouring his tea in a 5-room hotel suite.
Oh,
but that doesn't mean she went home with him.
Oh, so she was more of a sunshine.
I think she was more of a sunshine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She was more of an upscale. Let me give you a wiggle and you take sugar baby maybe.
Sugar baby.
She was looking for a sugar daddy.
Looking for a sugar daddy.
I had an employee one time.
They say it ain't tricking if you got it.
Okay. I mean,
like most prostitutes call John's tricks.
Okay.
For to go turn tricks.
But it ain't tricking if you got it.
But they say it ain't tricking if you got it. If you got it, you just got it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, sure. I had an employee one time. Kind of made me an offer.
Okay.
She was looking for somebody to help her pay the rent. I didn't let her go too far into it because I wasn't going to help her pay her rent.
You wasn't biting?
I wasn't biting.
You wasn't biting?
Literally or figuratively. No.
How she approach it?
It was more of a...
Was she subtle about it? Did she use some...
Yeah, she was subtle about it, and
class, like,
maybe try to blink her eyes a little bit and a couple of little coy smiles,
Mr. Knox.
about how she, it was always nice when a gentleman took care of a lady, and the lady should be nice in return or show her appreciation or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, not it.
1, 2, 3, not it.
I also when I was working for a living, I almost always held to the standard that you don't shit where you eat.
They say, don't get your honey where you make your money.
Don't get your honey where you make your money.
And don't shit where you eat.
Don't dip your wick in company wax.
How many people really live by that rule?
I was usually fastidious about it.
Fastidious. Look at this. Listen to this guy.
Usually.
Fastidious.
I was like Johnny
Kevin.
Clark. Johnny.
The hell's a fastigious?
Fastidious. You want me to spell it?
Nope. Don't spell it.
Don't spell it? All right.
Spell it. No, let me wonder. Let me wonder. Don't even spell it. Let me wonder. Don't even tell me what it means.
He said, let me wonder.
Let me wonder.
I can see Q tonight about 1:30 in the morning. Be like, I wonder how you spell fastidious.
Hell's a fastidious.
F-A-S-tigious. What was that in the Friday movie? You don't even know how to spell Versace. Yes, I do. F-O
Sachi. Sachi. F-O Sachi. Oh, man.
We got a pool, but ain't no water in it.
Damn.
There's 2 lawn chairs down there. We don't swim, but we got a pool.
We got a pool. Shit.
That's crazy.
Fastidious. Oh, man. I would be in remiss, Shane, if I didn't address this.
Okay.
It was your birthday Sunday.
It was my birthday Sunday.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thanks, man.
And I just want to let you know.
Thank you.
Round of applause, and I got some words for you.
Got some words for me.
It ain't nothing deep, man. Just
happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Brother.
Kevin came through again on the bike.
Another rare appearance.
Another rare appearance right there.
Well, I was 54 on Sunday.
You made 54.
So now we can keep up. I made it to 54.
54.
Kind of,
You almost double nickels.
Almost got the double nickel.
Almost got the double nickels on your head.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
That's not a good
Well, I didn't break down the definition of it.
Fastidious, I think.
Fastidious. Fastidious. Or is that a whole nother word?
No, it's the same. It's the same word. But I don't like that pronunciation. Maybe I'm wrong.
Fastidious.
Though. I doubt that I'm
Fastidious.
wrong. It's hard for me to be wrong.
Yeah,
Fastidious.
Hey, Shane, man,
Fastidious.
you like I always like when we started out. I used to say you the most intellectual guy I know.
I just know more words.
You just know more words, man. You're scholarly. You just made 54. You're wise. You always got a thoroughly thought out point of view on most subjects. And if you don't have a thoroughly thought out point of view on the subject, it's because you really don't know much about it. But with you not knowing much about it, you always want to be open to learn. And that's speaks volumes for me. And I love talking to you. You're a great husband. You're a terrific father. And it's just wonderful to host this show with you. And you my dude, man. Oh, man. There it is.
Appreciate you, brother.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you, sir.
Happy birthday.
That means a lot.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Wow. I'm going to have you write the forward to a book if I ever write one.
Don't have me write the forward to it. Uh-oh. Fastidious.
Fastidious. Assiduous. Wait a minute. Assiduous is, I don't know what that means.
Ooh, she slowed it down.
Assiduous.
You can
I can't read it from there.
break
Can you
down
make
her
it say it?
tempo.
What is it? What is it?
Careful, methodical, and very persistent.
So it's a synonym of fastidious or fastidious. Assiduous.
Careful, methodic.
Assiduous.
And what was the last bit of it? Careful, methodic, and persistent. Persistent. Careful,
Assiduous.
methodical.
I don't think
persistent.
fastidious, of however they were saying it, I don't think that would include persistence.
Mm-hmm.
So assiduous is maybe slightly different.
Mm.
All right. I learned a new phrase recently. So cool I even wrote it down. I listened to a show called Away with Words. Shout out Martha and Grant.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, it's a fun show to listen to.
Yep.
And I listen to it from time to time. Something grabs me. So, all right, there you go. I'll take a small poll here. Let's say you got somebody and you done loaned him. Dan the man maybe walks down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Dan the man, it's like, hey man, you got $1? Like, damn, Dan, I done gave you X dollars. Let's say you were using a number that, so would you say 50-11? Would you say 40-11? Or 70-11?
Like how much money I done gave him?
Or whatever it is.
I done gave you $50-11.
You want another hot dog? You done had 50-11 hot dogs.
50-11 hot dog. It's 50-11. It's 50-11.
50-11?
It's 50-11.
See, I've heard it 70-11.
That's
You done had 70-11 hot dogs.
That's the gas station.
7-11. It does sound like the gas station. 50-11.
But I done gave you 50-11.
Martha said she always heard it 40-11.
50-11.
I ain't never heard 40-11. I've heard 50-11 and I've heard 70-11.
Well, the only consistent
Mr. Producer
thing
says
is
50-11 too.
50-11 you?
Right.
I wonder if it's culturally then. Like black people say 50-11.
But a number like that, you might say...
rich people say 70-11.
You might say a gabillion, zillion, trillion. That's called an...
A gazillion.
Yeah, all those things that describe a number that is, bigger than your imagination.
Mm-hmm,
or, you're just being, whatever. It's called
assiduous.
Assiduous.
He's just being assiduous.
Now because I'm persistent with it. That's called an indefinite hyperbolic numeral. 50-11, a gazillion. Indefinite hyperbolic numeral. Yep, I heard it on the podcast, so it must be true. A number without a specific definition that you're being hyperbolic. So if you're being hyperbolic, hyperbolic. Yeah. If you're being hyperbolic, you're just way
like
over exaggerating something.
Yeah, you over exaggerate.
Yeah, you're hyperbolic. Okay. Not to be confused with a hyperbolic chamber or a hyperbolic curve.
Right.
But hyperbolic in speech is, every time you come over here, you stink up the whole place, and your shoes are 2 times too big, whatever it is, you're being hyperbolic. It ain't quite that bad. Every time you take a dump in there, you leave the
embellishing,
toilet,
maybe?
Embellishing. There you go. Another, it's kind of the same thing as embellishing. Yeah, you're always embellishing the truth.
Embellishing.
You're being hyperbolic. Your embellishments are always hyperbolic. Whatever.
Correct.
So an indefinite 50-11, how many is that? It's 50-11.
It's
50-11. It means I'm sick of your shit, is what it really means. Like, God damn, man, 50-11 hot dogs. Leave something for everybody else.
Means a lot.
50-11, it means a lot. Way more than it should be, probably.
Correct.
Indefinite hyperbolic numeral. I don't know. For whatever reason, that little thing caught my eye and my ear, and now I'll never forget it for as long as I live. Indefinite hyperbolic numeral.
Hyperbolic
numeral. It's like a dragon. It's made up, but yet it's not. You know what it means if they say it. So there you go.
50-11.
Man.
I wonder why the 11 is so important in that.
That's a good question.
50-11.
It rolls off your tongue.
It was still
though,
11 at the end of all of them.
Everything, yeah,
still got
anything,
the
yeah.
11
It's
in
always 11. Yeah.
Always 11. 11 just sound good.
50-50 is already taken. You couldn't use 50-50 because then people would be like, what are you talking about? I had 50-50 hot dogs. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. What do you mean? 50-50 means maybe. But it could be 50-20. Man, you didn't have 50-20, but it doesn't roll off. 50-11.
It don't roll off like
50-11.
50-11.
Yeah, 50-11. It probably came from the street, from the hood. 50-11. 50. 50-11. 50. 50-11. 50-11. I can't even say it properly. How's your week been, man?
Oh, man, it's been an all right week.
Yeah?
I mean, I guess it depends on how you asking, how you looking.
You a free man in a free society.
Measuring it up to. Is it a free society? We just had this discussion, Shay. How free is it?
Oh, damn.
Shit ain't free. It's the home of the fee.
Home of the fee.
Not the free shit. They done took free out of it.
It's a lot of fees, that's for sure.
It's fee. Everywhere I turn, it's a fee. It's a tax. Home of the fee and home, what is it? Land of the fee, home of the slave.
Getting there.
This shit is there. Land of the fee, home of the slave, Shay. But I had a good week, man. Earlier in the week, we went up to Cincinnati.
You told me you were going to Cincy, yeah.
Yeah, got to see some of my wife's
Go to the zoo while you're up there?
We wanted to, but we ran out of time.
It's a cool little zoo.
Yeah, we ran out of time. We did want to.
It was better when they had polar bears.
Ran out of time.
They got giraffes now. They can
Do you think they should lock up animals like that?
I don't know, man.
Every time I go to the zoo, I just start feeling sorry for them damn animals.
Depends on the animal, man.
When you really get to look at them. Like the penguins having a good time.
The penguins seem like they're having a good time.
But you start looking at some of those
the otters seem like they're having fun.
Animals that's meant to roam miles.
Yeah, the elephants, the giraffe. And they say elephants are super smart anyways.
Look sad
it does kind of make
motherfucker, man. You look at a gorilla, you just see the suicidal tendencies in his eyes. Like, look at that sad ass gorilla.
The ones that are like us, the primates.
The primates.
I don't know if we evolved from primates or not, but they sort of look like us.
This dude don't need to be locked in his cage.
Yeah. And you feel that same way about the lions until you see pictures and videos of lions out in the wild, and they're pretty much doing the same damn thing that they were.
They chilling. But they do have a range though.
They do, but the male lions especially, they pretty much just lay around all the time.
They lay around,
which is what they do in the zoo. So I don't know about the lions, but the monkeys and gorillas. That having been said, man, I got nothing for monkeys and gorillas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want anything to do with them. I don't think they're cute. I don't want nothing to do with no monkeys or gorillas. Yeah, they freak me out, man.
They're your cousins, sure.
I know they're my cousins, but they're too close to be
they are cousins. Let me not just say
man.
People might take that role. Hughes going. No, they are cousins.
They're just too close to us.
That's what they say. They are cousins. The motherfuckers, they way off.
Whether they are our cousins for real or not, whether we came from or not, they're too close to us, man.
Too close to us. They got thumbs.
They got thumbs.
Yeah.
And then they're just vicious. Probably not the gorillas as much. The gorillas are probably not quite. I mean, they seem like they just
people out there living
lives.
with the gorillas in the damn jungle. You don't see too many people hanging around chimpanzees.
No, not the chimpanzees.
Chimpanzees are rip your face off.
Yeah, they don't care. And monkeys are kind of somewhere in between. The gorillas do seem like, they're capable of crazy shit, but so are we. So, we can't necessarily do it with our hands.
It
but
just made me sad, man, when I see some of these animals fucking caged like that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I got
it's cool to see. Yeah, it's a mixed feeling.
I got mixed feelings. It's the same thing with the circus.
Mm-hmm.
They put those animals in cages on trains, and most of their lives are spent there, and they really only come out for and
the elephants got the big chain around their damn.
And they talk about how they abuse them to train them. I don't know how much of that's. I don't know. I'm not taking a position.
Like you said, elephant's pretty smart, but
every now and then, an elephant turn and squish somebody too.
Elephant go damn elephant.
But I miss the circus. Yeah, sometimes the elephants win elephant.
Hey, the elephant go elephant. Shit, big bull elephant.
But I don't know that in the wild, I think they weren't violent unless they needed to be.
Yeah.
Like elephants didn't go out
unless
raiding.
you're an outcast bull. I mean, most of those bulls, they got to kick them out the pride once they get old enough. Like a baby.
And then they got to go find their own way and start their own.
Out the wild, you get big enough where we got to kick you out. Right. You got to go start your own pride or whatever.
I don't know.
You can't hang
I have mixed feelings about it. There you go. We still took Madeline to the zoo recently.
I was willing to take my kids to the zoo because I want them to
see.
see the animals, but then I'm like,
But I still
I would
feel-
sacrifice my kids being able to see the animals
If there were no zoos,
if it was no zoos, to free them and just let
I feel
them,
a little bit easier going to the aquarium.
let
'cause
the
I figure
dolphins and the
fish don't know.
free willy and do their thing.
Yep.
But you get into the dolphins, like I said, dolphins and the killer whales, you be like, that shit's sad.
It is.
You know, this dude's supposed to roam thousands of miles in the
Mhm.
ocean. You got them in this
And they're in
damn
this tiny little tanks,
tiny little
swimming around.
12-foot pool.
Yeah.
You know, like, come on.
And they become aggressive all the
I
time.
don't blame them.
The orcas, they don't have orcas in like SeaWorld. They don't do orcas
They don't do 'em no
anymore.
more?
I'm pretty sure. I'm
Yeah.
almost positive, yeah. Because they would get to the point where an orca would fuck up one of its trainers and they would have
take them to the bottom and just hold them.
yeah.
Like, how they know that this boy can't breathe underwater? We
they
just
know.
take them down and just
No, they know.
hold them.
They know.
Like, not
way
even
more.
maul them, bite legs off. They
Nope.
just drown them.
Just drown them. Yep.
Damn.
And then they would take that orca and move it to another SeaWorld.
They just move them to another
Okay,
SeaWorld.
we got a new orca coming
What
in.
trader go get in the water with him? He just
I don't think they knew though. Yeah, they wouldn't know. That's the whole point. The trainers,
the
you
orca
know.
just committed murder. Really,
Mhm. And it happened several times.
Damn. What
A
they call
couple close
premeditated.
calls and-
This boy were just premeditatedly murdered whoever. I don't know. I can live without zoos.
You hear a lot of, there's a lot of both ways.
I can live
You know what I'm
without
saying? A lot of people screaming that it's inhumane,
I
and a lot
think
of people,
I think it is.
But,
I think it's
but
pretty-
if they were going to close the local zoo, I would probably. I'm not going to protest. That's for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't have the energy.
If it was
to
a vote,
protest it.
if it was a vote on your phone,
Okay,
which way would you vote? You don't have to get up or anything. You can do it on the way to the bathroom.
shut the
or
zoo
whatever.
down.
Shut it down.
Free the animals.
I probably would. Yeah, probably would. But
Shut her down. Shane.
here's the thing: in this age, you can see better online than what you can see in the zoo.
I
anyways.
watched some
You
on
know what I'm saying?
Discovery and stuff. I wanted to,
Let our kids grow up watching something on Discovery, and
put that line back where that line's supposed to be.
I'm
Put
not
that
gonna.
down
Yeah, I'm
low.
gonna vote for that.
It might be too late for it. They might have to put the animals down or let them live out their
The
lives.
ones that are, the ones that are there. Well, when Ringling Brothers quit having elephants in the
Mm-hmm.
circus, they had a facility down in Florida. That they used
Like a
to train
retirement home?
elephants and whatever, and then I guess that's where all the elephants went, is to a sanctuary down
A
in
sanctuary
Florida. And I guess
for-
they take decent care of them. It's
Okay.
probably, but would they be okay released into the wild? Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, been in captivity so long.
I got a pet snake, as you know. I only have
Mm-hmm.
one left now. I've kept snakes for years and years, but this one is an albino. He would not survive in the wild.
Well, he don't supposed to survive.
He would never make it
They call that.
if I turned him out.
Darwinism or whatever.
Darwinism,
Shit.
yep. Yep, he would not make it.
You're an anomaly. You don't supposed to be here.
But
to
the
begin
other
with.
one, the one that died a couple years ago, probably wouldn't have made it either because he was too bright. He had a real bright pattern on him. But he could hide a whole lot better. The one I got now,
He's
a
white.
hawk or,
He'll stand out like a sore
something's
thumb.
gonna-
Yeah, he'll be
yep.
glowing in the dark.
Something's
Shoot.
gonna get
Yeah,
him.
Yeah,
Yep.
something would have been got him.
But that field that's behind my house, if any snake would be all right, that's where they would survive because there's plenty of mice and you see them
A lot
in
of
the yard.
coverage back there too.
There's plenty of place for a snake to,
Yeah.
he'd have a fighting chance out there because he could get underneath of a lot of, brush and stuff, but something would get him eventually.
But yeah, so we went to Cincinnati.
Okay.
I got
How's the family?
Family's good. Her brother had knee surgery. Her mom had surgery on her ankle, so they both on crutches.
Mm.
She got a mom and brother both on crutches in the same home.
That's tough.
Ironically. Yeah, like, wow. So they were happy to see us. We surprised her mom, so that was a big surprise for her. We just told her brother, hey, we coming. But the mom knew something was up when her brother started cleaning up. Like, what bug got you to start cleaning up? Like really cleaning. You
Sure.
know?
Company's coming over.
So she knew something was going on, but she didn't know that we were coming. So she was happy to see us. Her mom was real happy to see us. And this time in Cincinnati, it just gave me a new outlook on the city. Like usually I kind of be like, man, it's a crappy city, but it's really a beautiful city.
Really? Okay.
It really is. We went up to like one of their outlooks, where you can look over and see Kentucky and then see Cincinnati up on one of the hills. And I was like, Cincinnati's a beautiful city. It really is. Then after we left the outlook, we ended up going to the casino.
Okay.
The Hard Rock Casino there.
Okay.
We lost $30. and we paid $10 for valet. You know, so it was a $40 hour trip at the casino. You know?
I mean, you're gonna spend $40 anything you do.
It wasn't bad. Yeah, so I was like, whatever. We took the little. When I say we and my wife lost $30, and I paid the damn valet. You know, I tipped them $10.
Tipped him $10. Sure,
it's on tip. So, but that was fun. You know, that Hard Rock was. It was almost like a museum for artists.
Okay.
You know, like they had like old Elvis Presley outfit.
You've been to a Hard Rock Cafe restaurant before, right?
Yeah. Old guitars from Kiss.
So
you know, stuff like that. Kind of like that. It was pretty cool. You know, a lot of memorabilia.
Yeah.
You know, artist memorabilia in there. So I took a lot of pictures of that stuff, and that was the funnest part to me. You know, my wife, she wanted to go play on the slots and stuff, so I gave her a couple bucks, and she got up quick. And then, you know, once you get up, you always try to chase it back once you get down. And $30, I was like, we're done.
Yep. But that's the way to do the casino.
Mm-hmm.
Go in with a finite amount of money. Think about it as entertainment.
Entertainment, yeah.
Because
what it was.
You might leave up.
You might.
You know, if you put in $30 and you walked away with $200, you would feel very good about. You know,
that didn't happen though.
Well, you know,
it would have been nice if that happened.
Right.
That would have paid the trip. That would have got the fuel and everything.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Yeah, so that was earlier in the week. That was our Monday, Tuesday, and we came back Wednesday.
Okay.
Monday, Tuesday, came back Wednesday. So
Nice.
we just let my daughter miss school because they was already out for Monday. And
What was
so
Monday? Memorial
Monday
Day?
was Labor Day.
Labor Day.
They were already out Monday, and then we just let her have Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay.
You know, out of school. So it worked out. Yeah. What about you?
Well, I was at Yellow Daisy Festival.
Okay.
This was the annual Yellow Daisy Festival that was this past week. Thursday, Friday,
That's at the
Saturday,
Stone Mountain,
Sunday.
right? That's at Stone Mountain.
Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Mhm,
Yep. This is I'm trying to remember the first year we did it. I think it was 2020.
This your fifth time doing it?
So that would be, this is
Or
2025.
sixth time
So this will be
doing
our sixth time, yeah.
Wow.
Be our sixth time doing it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's funny now when we first started doing this, that kind of was, that was a festival that we were aware of before we were going to festivals. You know, we just knew, you know, that's big enough. And we go to Stone Mountain, you know, we'd seen it advertised and whatever. We'd never gone to it. But when we first started selling toys, that was kind of like a holy grail. You know, wow, if we could do the Yellow Daisy Festival. And the first one that we did was significantly more money than we had ever made in a weekend. You know, way above, you know, a whole nother level of possibilities. You know, we went from looking at hundreds to thousands at that point, you know. And so that's been the one that's always meant something to us. And when we were working for a living, we used to camp at Stone Mountain at the facility there. You know, we would take the kids there for a vacation every year. It's a pretty cool, you know, you can have the whole camping experience, but you're right there in Atlanta, so you can go to Six Flags during the day or whatever you want to do. You know, it was a great place to have a family vacation. So that one's always meant something to us from all those different perspectives. So anyways, yeah, that's what I did this weekend. You know, sold some toys. I went by myself this time. It's the first time I ever went truly by myself. The year after Madeline was born, Jessica stayed home with her just because it would have been too much in the hotel room. It would have been tougher, and there were several different factors. But that year, our friends Jason and Lindsay went with me.
Right.
So we all stayed at the same hotel. Jason and I shared a room, and then we had each other. You know, if somebody needed something, you'd have each other's back. You know. So this year,
you were the only vendor, only hometown vendor.
I was
there?
the only hometown vendor. Now that having been said, I've been, you know, I know a number of the vendors there enough where, you know, if I needed some, you know, if I had an emergency or something, I had somebody there that would have been able to help me. But but of course, I didn't get a hotel room. You know, when I'm flying solo like that, I'm just going to camp in the van and save the money. Yeah.
You can camp in the van.
Yeah, just sleep in the van. I had a couple of incidences in the van.
Really? At least the weather was pretty good, too.
It was hot, man.
Even at night?
It was hot, yeah.
Once the sun went, it was still burning up?
It didn't get cool until Saturday night wasn't bad, and that was the last night in the van. And it cooled down decently Saturday night. But the rest of the nights, it was hot.
80s?
High 80s. At nighttime, probably, low 80s at nighttime.
Low 80s at night. That's still pretty warm.
Still pretty warm, especially in a van. You know what I'm saying? I've got fans and stuff, yeah.
I was thinking 70s. I don't know why I think it's been getting down into the low 70s
it has been
at
now,
night.
Starting Saturday night it did, yeah. But I was there, got there Wednesday for setup. So I spent Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night in the van. And then I drove back Sunday night after the show.
Okay.
So yeah, it got nice and warm. Got over there on Sunday. By the time I got set up, I wanted to scope it out. Turns out I parked in the same parking lot of the hotel that we usually stay in.
Okay.
Which is, it's a familiar place. I can tell my wife where I'm at, so somebody knows last known location if it comes to that. And I know they do a good job there with security, and it's well lit. It just, it just makes sense. I like parking in a hotel if you can.
How far is the hotel from the event?
Oh, minutes.
Okay.
10 minutes
down
maybe.
the street.
Yeah,
basically.
5 minutes. Yeah, it's right there.
Okay.
And I know the area. I know the route to and from. There's a cafe that's open 24 hours right there. There's a Waffle House down the street. There's a Walmart. It's got resources. And I like parking in a hotel parking lot because it's lit all night and, people are expected to come and go, And if you have a middle of the night situation where you have to have a bathroom, you can go in the hotel and, you might have to move then, if they quit. But they don't question. They don't give a rat's ass who comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're, not making any noise or whatever, you come in and use the bathroom and go. Hell, I get a cup of coffee. But so let's see, Wednesday night, I got into town and just kind of chilled. Thursday, I played around a disc golf at a local course that I know of that I've played many, many rounds at. Fun place. So then Thursday night, I'm in the van. I'm not asleep, but it's late.
Okay.
And there was a couple of bucket trucks there with a tree service that had been parking right across the way. And I'd seen people come and go. They'd go out and smoke cigarettes, sit in the truck and smoke cigarettes. You can't smoke in the hotel. So I'm pretty sure I think they knew I was there. And I think one of them came over and was rocking the van just to fuck with me, just to give me a hard time. I never saw anybody, and I was up pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? You don't sleep. And I wasn't asleep necessarily, but I got the thing pretty well blocked off with the windows so that, you got to look pretty close. And somebody from outside would not be able to see inside and see me, except for the one window that I keep open with a fan in it. And it's right there beside me. And they definitely were not coming up to that window. I don't know for sure, but I felt the van shake. And I got up. I was already laid down trying to sleep, that halfway in between. I felt the van shake, and I wake up, and I, listening, and, whatever it is, and went ahead and eased my pistol out just in case.
Did you ever look out?
Of course, yeah, definitely, and I'm not seeing anything. So
you got ding-dong ditched in the van?
Maybe. I felt like I felt it move. It's hard to know for sure. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, that was no big deal. I look all around. There's nothing.
That's a first.
I actually did vocalize, you better get the fuck away from my van. You know?
Yeah.
And I never saw anybody run or what have you, so maybe they just hit it real quick and then hauled ass. But, I don't know. Before I woke up, just somebody messing around is what I kind of think might have happened. So then Saturday night, everything's fine. I'm parking in the same place every night. Everything is good. The bucket truck guys are still over there. I see the supervisor come and go. Nobody messes with me again, whatever. Figures, maybe they had a couple of pops. I'm not even mad. So Saturday night, it's late, about 11:30. No, it's later than 11:30 because I woke up to it. I woke up to...
We in the a.m.
We in the a.m.s, yeah. It's probably like 1:30 in the a.m.
Okay.
I woke up because I heard a couple of cars coming in. I'm behind the hotel, so you don't hear there's not many cars coming and going. So I hear a couple of cars pull up, and then I hear some people talking. So it wakes me up. So I'm up and alert. And I'm about paying half attention because I figure it's just some people coming in late. It looked like they'd had a few drinks, maybe been out to eat, whatever. They were having a good time. Next thing you know, this dude starts walking over towards the van. I'm over parked by myself, away from everything. You got to walk like 50 feet to get to me. And he starts walking over to the van. And I'm like, what the hell? So next thing you know, he walks over to the passenger side, which is, of course, where the rear doors are. It's only got doors on the one side, and it's the passenger side. He walks over that way. Now I've got my pistol out. Not saying anything. He passes where the doors are, and he goes to the very, very back of the van.
Okay.
And next thing you know, I realize he's taking a piss.
He's just taking a piss.
He's right up close to the van, though. I mean, he's right up close to the van, within a foot away, and he's using the van to,
As coverage.
He sees the van. He's found a place to piss. I'm over to piss behind it. He thinks there's nobody in there, and he's just going to,
You should have fucked with him.
Yeah. Well, I don't want anybody to know I'm in there.
Don't shake it too long.
See, that's what I thought.
I would have fucked.
He was right there close to a window too, where I could have really fucked with him. But it was obvious because he fell into the side of my van while he was trying to take a piss.
He's drunk.
You know what I'm saying?
He's definitely
drunk.
They drunk. Okay,
he's definitely drunk.
Piss.
Yeah.
Drunk.
But I don't want to fuck with him because maybe he's got a couple drunk buddies that would think it'd be real fun to go fuck with the guy that's sleeping in the van out there. So I don't want anybody to know.
Hey.
But for a minute there,
Fair play. It's fair play.
Yeah, fair play might get your ass shot, though.
Yeah,
and I do not want to shoot some dude in Stone Mountain, Georgia, and have to deal with Atlanta cops. No, I do. That's the last thing I want to do.
Hypothetically, what you would have done if he tried to open the door to the van?
I would have said something.
Would you would have shot him if he opened the door?
If he opened the door? I mean, it's locked.
As soon as he... Okay.
So the door's locked.
Okay, door locked.
The door is locked, and the way I've got it, So
just a little rattle, you just would have been like, get the fuck off my van.
Yeah, just a little rattle. I would have been, get the fuck off my van.
What if you like forgot to lock it, he actually opened it?
Then he'd have had a 9 in his face, and he would have had a choice.
You wouldn't have pulled the trigger yet, though.
No. I'm not going to pull the trigger until he tries to come into the van. Keep in mind, I do have a bit of a barrier
and
at
danger,
that door.
Okay, danger, danger.
I've got the folding wagon that I use for everything. It's utility. I take Madeline disc golfing with it, and I use it to, tote stuff. So I've got that open and positioned in front of those 2 doors. So for him to, if somebody were to open the door, for them to actually get to me, they're going to have to go over or somehow navigate this wagon that's physically blocking their way. So it's going to give me if it's somebody that really wants to do something, I might have an extra second.
Okay.
But I can pull the trigger in a second.
Almost definitely.
So if you let's say I'd forgotten to open it, and he did open the door, it's going to be me with the 9 at his face, and he's got a choice. If he continues to come in, then I'm going to shoot him. And if he backs up and says, "Oh fuck, I messed up, wrong van."
Wrong van.
You're right, wrong van.
Yeah, wrong
and then
van.
I'm going to move.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to move. I'm not staying there.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody acknowledges, if somebody sees or notices, or if I'm aware that somebody knows I'm there, I think those tree guys might have known I'm there. But if somebody definitely spots that I'm there and sleeping in my van, I'm going to a new spot.
Okay.
But I've never. Now, the doors are locked, and I'm pretty fastidious about making sure those doors stay locked. So if it was a brick through a window,
ooh,
and then anything comes in the window, a hand like a brick through the window, I'm probably going to be right there. But if a hand or any other body part comes in through the window, then I'm going to shoot you. Yeah.
You pass that threshold, you get shot.
Yeah. If you cross that threshold, if you threw a brick through the window, and then part of your body, I'm not talking about I left the door unlocked by accident. You opened it up. You go, I'm going to rob this guy.
So the brick ain't going to get you shot.
The brick ain't going to get you shot.
It's the hand that comes out of the brick to unlock the door is going to get you shot.
Like if I can get away, I'm going to get away and lick my wounds and replace the window, whatever I got to do. But once you try to enter the van, because the brick through is going to be, I'm going to let you know I'm there. I will fucking kill you. I got my gun out. Get the fuck away from whatever I got to say, in whatever big boy voice I think I can muster up at nighttime. But if you try to come in the van, it's going to be like you trying to come in my house, and I'm going to shoot you. Yep. I figured at that point, I don't need to wait until you got a weapon.
I wanted the brick through the window justifiable just to shoot the motherfucker.
I don't think so. But I think the brick through the window combined with them trying to get in.
But yeah, you coming in.
I think it could be argued that the brick through the window is
through the window. That's imminent threat. That's shit.
I think at that point in time, the perp, I think their lawyer's argument is going to be that they were just intended to rob the van or to burglarize the van, and they didn't know anybody was in there. Did they have reason to believe that somebody was in there? No. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm asking questions. I'm not that trigger happy either. I would probably I want to lean more towards your side. Like, all right,
because
open the door.
Thing.
Hey,
all right, let's just take it down to a practical level. All right, let's say I shoot somebody in the parking lot of the hotel there. Chances are, one way or another, I'm going downtown. Chances are I'm going to be taken into custody, at least while they question me.
I'm going downtown. They just going to be like...
well, we'll see. It's Atlanta.
Good shot, sir.
This is Atlanta. The cops are black.
They going to be like, good shot, sir.
This is Atlanta. The cops are black.
They going to let you ride with
Maybe.
Why you only shot him once? They going to ask you them questions like that. They going to be like...
Yeah. I don't want to take that. I don't want to have to talk to the cops.
I'm going to be on damn Channel 5, Fox 2 News.
Yeah. I don't want to talk to the cops. Not for nothing. I'm there to make money. Shot. And if I got to deal with the cops and miss a show, now I'm missing money.
You missing money.
Yeah. I don't want to deal with I want to be in and out without even being known I was there.
You'll be back in Huntsville before you know it.
If I can get you to get the fuck away from my van enough where I can crank it up and drive away, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. But if you try to come in my van, pop, pop, pop,
they'll let you go.
Maybe. Hope so. If he's got a weapon, probably.
Have a weapon.
Maybe. I'm hoping, but I'm hoping it never happens.
Keep your little throwaway on you just in case.
Right,
you just throw it on him like, look,
throw it out.
Just throw it on him. He had a gun.
I see
The
what you're
motherfucker
saying.
had a
Yeah,
gun.
yeah, this is what he came in with.
That's what he came
Yeah.
in with.
I didn't know. Look, all I got to say is he was black, man. What are you trying to
That's
do?
it.
He was. Look, you saw. Look.
He was black.
I would certainly hope that would not be the case, but
Oh man.
but there you go. If I did have to shoot somebody, you think about stuff when you carry a weapon,
Mm-hmm.
and if I did have to shoot somebody, I hope he's white.
You hope he's white.
If it's somebody trying to break in my van and I do have to shoot him,
It's gonna be a hate crime.
I hope he's white because I don't want the.
It's gonna become racial.
It's gonna become racial, of course.
It's
it
gonna
is.
definitely become
Do you
racial.
shoot Mr. Knox? Do you shoot every black man that? Every black man that throws a rock through my window and tries to come in my van, I do shoot.
I'll be
all of them.
a credified witness. What they call that shit? Like the motherfucker, I come
A character witness.
A character witness.
Thank you,
That's
sir.
the word.
I
I'll be a
appreciate
character
it. Be a
witness
character
for
witness, man.
you.
Look, I've known the man for 3 years. I never saw him shoot a black dude before.
never
He ain't
seen
never.
him.
This is the first black dude I know. I didn't even know he shot black people for real. I didn't know. Look, we've been doing a podcast.
I'll be a character witness for you, Shane.
That would be so funny. I do hope, yeah. So if I had to shoot anytime, if it's at my house and I have to shoot an intruder, I hope the hell he's white. I just hope he's white.
I just hope he's white.
I'll probably shoot a white dude a little bit quicker. The black dude, I might let him get
Why
another
does you have to
step.
be
Be like,
black?
come on, man, seriously, why you got to? No, man.
Don't put me in this
I can't-
situation.
You got to understand my position. I got black neighbors, man. I got black friends. I want to stay friends with them.
Oh man, I
I
don't
can't
care
be
what
on
color he is.
Facebook.
I'm shooting the hell out your
If you
ass.
come in my house,
I'm
yeah,
shooting- I'm
I'm
shooting
not
you,
going.
Shane.
Yeah, that's no issue. But I wonder because here's the thing.
Oh man,
If you're living in your car, then your car becomes your home. Like legally defined, I think your car becomes like you have extra rights in your house to defend yourself that you don't have like in the general public. Like if somebody is inside your house, they don't have to be armed. If they came in, you can shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
If you tell somebody to leave your property, they legally have to leave, or you have a right to, use force to get them off of your property. I don't think you can just shoot somebody because you told, you had,
like if they step on your property, I think you got to give them the warning,
yeah, I think you gotta, if they're not just getting in your house,
especially
or
if you don't have signage up.
But you have a right to tell the cops to get off your property. They do not have,
Unless
without
they
a
got a
warrant.
warrant, yeah, unless they got
without
a
a warrant,
yeah.
they don't have a right
Unless
to be
they
on
got
your
a warrant,
property.
they do not, unless it's exigent circumstances, like
Correct.
a child being abused in the home.
Correct.
Something
they
like that.
see violence occurring, or
yeah,
there's
yeah,
a
yeah.
fire or something
Then
like that, for sure.
bypasses
Yeah.
the warrant.
But I think that if you're living in your vehicle, like if you had an RV,
Mhm.
you're out on the road, I think your RV gets more of a home status than a vehicle status. Does that make sense?
I mean, it does, but your property's your property. I mean,
True,
we can
but-
try to say
but-
it's a home or whatever. It's still my property.
Yeah. I mean, but as far, I agree with you more.
I got the right to protect my property.
Yeah, yeah. And in the South,
Whether
that's
it's my home
yeah, you have a
or
right
my
to protect
car
your
or whatever. I got
Like
the
if somebody's
right to
trying to
protect my
carjack you, you
property.
can shoot them.
I probably
If
will
somebody's
shoot
trying to carjack you, you can shoot them. Oh, I'm definitely going to shoot them.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I'm definitely gonna shoot him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you think especially you got your kids or something in the car, or somebody tries to carjack
Oh
you.
man,
yeah.
I gotta shoot you in front of my
Dude,
kids.
what about? All right, so what about the
Don't make me shoot you in front of my kids, man.
these protesters that'll try to block the street? You gonna run one over?
Nah.
You're not gonna run over a protester?
Now, if you hop in front of my car, if I see a little opening, I might be late on the brakes.
Mm.
But I ain't fit to just run you over if I see you.
Would you slow roll to the point where either where the protester understands that if they don't move, you're going to hit them, and you just keep slowly creeping forward? Either you move or you
Who's
going
right
to
or
get
wrong
slow
in that
rolled over.
situation? I mean,
I mean, I
the
got a right to
motherfucker
go to
should
work.
be in the damn middle of the street.
I got a right to go to work, don't
But is him protesting in the middle of the street worth me fucking physically injuring him for the rest of his life or potentially killing him?
I? So if you're going 3 miles an hour,
and I roll him over, I don't care how fast you're going. You
True
run
that. Oh,
over
yeah,
him,
you
you
still
gonna
roll
kill him.
over.
Yeah, it's gonna die or
but
be
at 3 miles an hour, this is a person who's obviously able-bodied,
paralyzed for the rest of his life.
They could choose to get out the way.
I wouldn't run him over. I'd probably just try to turn around and go the other way, if I could. That's what I would
Sure,
do. Well,
sure.
If I see it happening, I'm gonna probably be like, that motherfucker should get out the way. if I see it go down. I'm talking for me.
So if me and you are riding side by side. You got your van, you got your truck, and I got my van. Either one of those, you don't want to get run over.
You don't
want to
get run over by
That's
either
a bad
one
jam one way or another.
Man.
You know, it's not a Prius.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to be.
And
we got big vehicles.
more like you going up under the vehicle too. You ain't going over.
More than likely,
Yeah,
that's
you probably gonna go
With
up
either
under
one
it.
of ours, you probably going underneath.
Yeah,
of
you
it.
going under this motherfucker.
Yeah, we would roll over a person without any problem. Either
Correct.
one of our vehicles. Yeah. You could go up on a curb. You could roll over a person.
Yeah, you can roll over a
So
person.
me and you roll up.
We
We both going the same way on the street, and we roll up, and there the protesters are. And you're going to stop, right? You're going to not,
stop,
you're
course.
going to be, and so because I'm going to roll through, but I'm going to
roll it through.
I'm going to roll through, but I'm going to do it real slow. Like it's not going to be any, you as the protest, I'm not going to come flying through and bam, hit you, knock you out of the way or whatever.
Correct.
I'm going to roll through it like 3. I'm going to have my foot on the brake. And if you do go under the wheels.
What if they go to the extreme and lay down in front of you though? Like some of them go to that extreme. They lay down. Not just push it through.
Yeah.
Push it through. You'll be
right. They actually lay down.
You lay down on your ass, Shay. What you doing? You roll up. You gonna speed bump them?
That's hard to. I don't know if I could speed bump them. Man.
Oh man. Damn.
I think I would probably take. I don't think I would just. At that point, I wouldn't just give in, but I don't know if I could just speed bump somebody.
They better be
like
protesting
that.
a hell of a cause.
But
they better be protesting like something real.
Now I would do.
That probably plays a factor too, though. What are you protesting?
I don't care what you're protesting. I don't.
It's
care
some
what
cause.
you're
Maybe if I believe in the cause,
Blocking
if I
public
believe
streets.
in the cause, I'm
Okay.
definitely probably gonna really give them a pass. Like fuck, they are fight. I don't got the
Okay.
energy to come
What-
out here
okay.
and fight for it, but I believe in it.
What
like
what cause would you? What would be enough? Because you might be right now. I can see what you're saying there. If you believe in it enough, maybe you would be like, all right, let me just sit here for a while.
Like okay, let's say they protesting abortion or something.
Abortion's not going to get me to stop.
That's I'm talking for me.
Oh, abortion would get you to stop.
Abortion, okay, I can get behind y'all cause. Y'all want to
Okay.
protest the mass murder of babies. Okay, I'm with it. But I'm not coming out here to protest. But shit,
Right.
I go out my way.
That's a good example.
I turn
Sure.
around and go the other way.
Yeah,
What if they protested legalize marijuana?
I might.
Would you stop for
yeah,
them?
probably
Then?
stop
Like,
for them,
fuck.
you know,
You
like,
might dap them
you
up
know
and throw them a
what?
blunt.
I believe in that.
Oh, here you go, man.
Yeah, I believe in that cause. I probably would light one up for
Light
them.
one up for them. Throw one in
I
there
might
for
stop
them.
and smoke one with them. Look, if they had one
See,
lit up.
I guess the cause even makes a difference.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. And I don't want to. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to run over somebody.
But regardless of whatever they protesting, I'm probably gonna go the other way. I'm gonna do my best to go the other way.
Like, okay, I'm riding down the road and I see, oh damn, down there is a protest and they're blocking the street. If I can, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna, 100%.
I'm gonna go the other way.
That's gonna be my first
Whatever
thing.
they protest.
Can I turn?
Can I
Can
turn
I turn right here and just go around the block?
Yeah.
I would even be willing to turn around and go the other way. It's not, whatever you're protesting. I really just don't want to be involved in it.
Correct.
What was it you said? Mind your own business. The number one rule.
If you want a
if you
long
can,
life, mind your own.
if you possibly can, mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
Now, that having been said,
That haven't been said.
I don't-
I overcome them.
I don't realize it's happening, and I'm rolling down the street, and now it's a protest. I'm not going to speed bump, I don't think, for anybody, unless I feel like my safety and my whatever's in my vehicle.
Correct.
safe.
Yeah. Now if they start getting violent.
Like,
They get
Every
violent.
now and then you see one where they're hitting on cars and
Correct.
smacking them or whatever. Like, oh, you won't stop for me. You don't believe in whatever.
Do that still
people's rights.
justify running them down?
If I
he just
feel like
knocking
it's a
on the down?
safety thing. Well, and you know what? I looked up that legally one time. So if they're just knocking on, even if they're doing damage to your car, you still don't really have a right to
run
kill
them down.
them. Like
Because they're not.
But
your
if
life's
they-
not in danger.
correct. Your property's in danger.
You
But
just
if they break the window or
property
somehow
damage.
breach your car, then you have a reasonable.
Like if they got bats and crowbars and shit. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
definitely with
They
bats
don't
and
run them. Yeah,
crowbars.
they don't.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pressing
yeah,
the
yeah.
gas.
Yeah.
I'm pressing the gas.
Then
on
you
it.
have, but you have to show that you have a reason to believe that your life or your physical safety was in danger, not just your personal
Motherfucker
property.
had a bat and crowbar
Yeah,
swinging at my
yeah,
window.
yeah,
my
yeah,
driver window at
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like
Or any window.
Any window.
You might have to let them break the window. But you got a couple of hits with a bat. But now, okay,
window
there you
strong
go.
as hell.
You got one of your babies in a car seat
I gotta run you down.
next to the window where they're coming swinging with the bat. I'm not going to let you make contact
Well,
with
shit,
the window.
he on the side of you. So are you running him down, or you finna run him?
I'm gonna run whoever. Yeah, yeah. You ain't running him down.
I just got to run whoever down.
But I think at that point you got a right to get on the gas and get yourself out of that situation. And if you get run over, if you're a protester that was standing in the street and you get run over, I think now you've been involved in a violent protest, and so you got what's coming.
You got what's coming. Yeah.
But you can't. It can't just be like, well, they dented up my Benz. That sucks. Because you're not going to be able to track them down, and if you do, they don't have your money anyways.
And I would even say
claim it on insurance. But if they bust the window or they're coming at you with bats and crowbars, I think you got a right then to just
whether I got a right or not, I'm hitting the gas. Now.
Yeah,
and if I'm watching on TV and I see somebody get ran over,
we're gonna go to court.
My initial thought gonna be the motherfucker should have been in the street.
Shouldn't have been in the street. Yeah,
that's gonna be my initial thought. I don't care what he protesting.
I feel you on protesting, but
what I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But if I see it happen, he probably shouldn't have been in the street.
Shouldn't have been in the street.
Go protest on the sidewalk.
So, all right, there you go. If there's certain
protest
causes
at the state capitol.
If there's certain causes, all right. So let's put the hypothetical scenario. You were driving down the block, and by the time you realize what's happening, it's not really where to go unless you put it in reverse.
Okay.
So now you got to make a choice. Do I try to put it in reverse and back out of here and hope everything is good? Now you're damn near on it, just because it's a hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
So we said there's certain causes that we'd be like, you know what? Let me honk for you a few times. Okay, I can get behind that. What causes would make you be like, fuck these guys? In other words, are there any causes that you're so not aligned with that you'd be like, you know what? I can't even give them the benefit of the doubt here. What would make you roll through slowly, not killing somebody? What causes would make you roll through? Save Ukraine.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like supporting the war in Ukraine.
Supporting any war, whatever.
The war anywhere, but like save Ukraine. Save the United States of America.
It's going to be hard to get me to stop for save Ukraine.
Yeah, save Huntsville, Alabama, whatever. Yeah, I ain't stopping for save Ukraine. I won't even donate a red cent to it. To that cause.
Yeah,
I have unintentionally. Yeah,
I already have donated billions
of red cents,
to the Ukraine that fucking Vladimir Zelensky.
That's where I would go with it. Something that's a current event, like
that we shouldn't be involved in the first place.
Yeah, we shouldn't have no business.
Back in the day, support the troops, and not support. You got to support the troops. I'm going to support the individual people who are in the military. Why the troops there
to even be supported though?
But I'm going to not support the
business here.
100%.
We got a lot of issues we can take care at home.
And everybody says support the troops.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be unpatriotic in any way or say that I don't support people that are willing to put their lives in danger. That having been said, some of those folks are there because they like hurting people. What do you think?
Or they've been trained to like hurting people.
That's a good point, too.
I never met anyone in the military that liked hurting people.
Okay.
Wanted to hurt people.
That sadistic bent.
That's good to narcissistic,
know. You hear about that.
Not saying that they not there or they don't exist.
Sure, because there's no way to say that, but do they exist at a higher rate than in the general population? In your experience, no.
But then is it their fault or is it the military fault?
I mean, that's a good point. That's an excellent point. I know
you created this monster. Like you trying to put Frankenstein monster back in his box, but you can't.
Like Rambo or whatever.
Yeah,
my father fought in Vietnam, and he went to basic training, and one of the things that he said was one of the worst parts of it was that they. In basic training and getting ready to go, they taught you to hate the enemy. That was one that they really intentionally tried to make you hate the North Vietnamese.
Some people you don't even know.
Some people you don't even know, so that you would be willing to do violence to them. Yeah, but hate was a big part of it.
Yeah, you would have to hate someone to.
They would use racial slurs.
Do whatever you do to them. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
It would have to stem from hate.
But I do know. My father told me that he witnessed people that just enjoyed the violence, and again, whether they were conditioned to that or whether, I think there's probably there certainly are people out there who enjoy violence, who like to hurt people.
And what you do with this guy when he comes back home?
What do you do with him when he comes back home?
When you just told him it was okay to.
He was a hero, not just okay. He was a hero. What was that sniper guy? How many people did he kill? You can't tell me that he didn't get something from it
to blow people's heads off.
If he did that many of them, He was that good at it.
What you do when he comes back home?
What do you do with that guy? Chris Kyle, yeah, American Sniper or whatever, What do you do with that guy when he comes back home?
And he's psychologically messed up.
And you expect him to
readjust.
be, yeah. And you won't let him eat mushrooms. What the hell? One of the few things that's been...
So if he do go out there and start blowing people's heads off, whose fault is it? Do you blame him for this?
Well, that's how he died.
On that range, didn't he? He went on that range, and at least it was on that range. Like it was in that situation.
He took another soldier that had PTSD to the range, trying to help the guy, and the guy just killed him.
What happens to that soldier? Is that murder? Is that
certainly it's murder? It's certainly murder, but it's hard to.
He's insane. I mean, I don't know, Shay.
I don't know that he's insane.
You don't create these monsters. This is what they.
But you conditioned him to
do.
Kill without remorse and without thought. It's tough. That's a hard question.
It's
tough.
What
do you do with that person? That dude killed himself too. So he solved it. He answered the question for himself. I mean, you can't let somebody that just kills somebody in cold blood go free. But it's pretty tough to, it's tough to hold somebody.
Circumstantial. And you're looking at the circumstances of the whole situation.
There's a lot more nuance.
There's a lot of nuances to it.
I don't know, man.
A lot of nuances to it.
Those are hard questions to answer. Well, and too, then you think, especially back in, it's not as prevalent now, but like in Vietnam, for instance, coming back addicted to drugs. Morphine was readily available. Every medic carried morphine, and they could give you a shot. You just got shot or whatever it was. You need some painkiller.
I need something.
And we knew how to give the morphine to numb the pain, but we didn't know how to properly administer that so that it didn't become. A lot of those guys became addicted to the stuff that they were given by the Army medics. And I mean, in the field, you've just been shot. What are you going? You deserve a little morphine.
Yeah, I think so.
You deserve a shot of morphine, but we didn't know. Or even have the facilities, do you get back to the hospital, what do they give you? Some more morphine. You fucking got shot. You got a hole in your leg or your leg is gone or whatever it might be. Like you deserve some morphine.
Serving my country.
But then now you got to have the morphine.
Now I got to have the morphine.
And then you come back home and they just drop you on the streets, whether you get a medical out or whether most chances, if you're wounded that bad, you're going to get a medical discharge or at least a medical release from being in the war. You can come back home. And now you come back home addicted to morphine. Now what do? You got to have it. That's a physical addiction. You can't, that's not like, when I quit smoking cigarettes, there were certainly physical signs of the fact that, I shook some and, certainly had some cravings. I was irritable, whatever you want to call it. But my body didn't physically have to have it. It's not the same thing with morphine.
No.
If you're addicted to morphine,
you physically have to have it.
Not taking it is going to be, so you come home and what do you do?
Worse than taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be, so now you come home, what? You find a dealer that's got heroin.
Are you an addict or are you sick?
You're an addict, sure.
Or are you both?
But you're both, yeah.
I got a disease.
It's not your fault. You have
I'm sick.
It's a physical thing, and it was, it happened because you fought for your country.
Fought for my country.
You can't fault a person.
Lost a leg.
But we didn't know what to do with those people. So a lot of them turned into junkies on the street. Still do. Turn into junkies on the street. And our soldiers come back, and a lot of times they don't have adequate medical treatment.
Correct.
We talk about the VA, but, that's not, it ain't like you just walk in and get taken care of, and that's a tough thing.
I think you can, though. I utilize the VA when I need it.
But it's a real hassle, though, right? It takes a while to get appointments. That's what I've heard. I don't know. I've never used it.
But you can get an appointment.
It
might take a while, but you can get it. You can get one.
But if you come back all yanked up on, you need something now.
And every city don't have a VA either. Huntsville got one right on Holmes, so it's more convenient.
Sure.
I think between here, you got one here in Huntsville, one in Birmingham. So if you're somewhere between, that's where it might become a problem.
Yeah, if you live in Coleman or whatever, it's an hour each way. And again, it's not, it's not, it's more of a discussion of, there's nuance in everything.
It is.
You see somebody and you say, okay, well, this is an addict. Okay, it is an addict, but it's also a person who's sick, and how do you get in that situation? Well, it's real easy to look down your snide nose at somebody who is in a worse situation than you, and it may be their own choices. But have you ever made bad choices that just by the skin of your teeth?
Yeah, you scrape by.
Like this could have been. I can remember a time. There was a time in my life when I was living in my car, not because I needed to make some money for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? But because I was outdoors. But it was because I made bad choices. No question, no doubt, whatever. I can blame the man. I can blame anything I want to. No, I did stuff I shouldn't have done. Whether it was mismanaging my money, whether it was not working hard at it, whatever it was, I could have changed it, and I'd made choices that got me there. One more really bad thing happening during that time, and who knows if I'd be here now. At the point where you're living in your car. Okay, I had a job. I was going to a job and then living in my car at nighttime. Didn't have to be that way for very long. Took me a month or so, 5 weeks or whatever, to save up some. It just was what it was. But had one bad thing. Somebody busted out the window of my car, for instance. That would have been a tipping point. Now it's going to be another 2 weeks because I got to pay for a window because I got to have the window if I'm sleeping in the car.
Plastic baggage.
And I guess because of some of those experiences, I realized that, sometimes, had something bad happened at that point in time. And what if I had been an addict during that time? What if I'd had a surgery and had, they give me some pain pills? Remember I told the story about Jessica going to the dentist, and the dentist gave her this opioid pain pills and said, tell her to take this whether she needs it or not. He didn't know about her. I asked her later. He didn't ask her whether she'd had a problem with addiction or anything like that. He just gave her pain pills and said, take these whether you need them or not.
Peddling drugs.
Point being, what if we were one step away from homeless and she'd had a procedure, that she had to have, and they gave her these, and, now you've got an addict that's homeless. Now what do you do? I don't know. Think twice before you judge people. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Sorry, didn't mean to get on a soapbox. Not you. You're not a judgmental person at all.
You did a little soapbox in there, but it's all good.
But there's a lot of nuance on how you look at somebody.
There's a lot of nuance. You never know what
there, but for the grace of God, go I. You don't know.
You never know. You really never know.
But at the same time, there does come a point when you got to hold somebody accountable for their actions. If you got an addict that's on the street, okay, I got sympathy for you for how you may have gotten there. It's still your job to figure out how to get out of it. If I can give you a nudge in some way, that's cool, but it's not my responsibility to carry you. Nope. Figure it out,
I can have sympathy and empathy.
Sympathy and empathy. There you go. And there you go. I've never been an addict.
Sometimes you got to fix yourself.
I say I've never been an addict. I drank a lot for a long time, though. Maybe. I don't know. But at some point, you got to recognize that you don't like the life that you're in and seek some help. Some way, somehow.
There's a lot of homeless vets out there.
A lot of homeless vets.
And then I'd be like, then you see people say homeless vet, then you ask yourself, I wonder if that person really a vet. But I think statistically, they say it's a lot of homeless vets.
I do think so.
And I'm like, wow.
You combine PTSD with addiction, and you got a tough situation.
Oh, my goodness.
And I think there's a lot of homeless vets living. I think there's a lot of them that nobody ever knows. Because you got to think, if you're talking about a combat vet, especially if you're talking about somewhere like Vietnam where they were in the jungle, they can survive. They can survive in ways that, most people would think would be extreme and thrive. Living off the land, especially in a city where you can find, the spoils of rich people. You and I
yourself.
You and I are in that category when it comes to a homeless person.
If you come to a homeless person, shit, I'm rich.
I'm
dumb rich.
You got money in your pocket.
I'm one of them. When they say eat the rich, I fall into that category
compared to a homeless person.
Homeless.
Sure.
Eat the rich. Oh shit, they'll be knocking at my door.
Which is something to think about
I'll
too.
be like, oh, got nothing for you.
Much as we struggle and tough as life is to make ends meet and feed our offspring and what have you, compared to somebody, we're rich. Nuance.
It's nuance. It's all nuance, Shay.
It's all nuance. Well, we're trying to spread some nuance, but you know what I need? I need something more than nuance, brother. Words of wisdom.
You always do this to me, Shay.
I need some words of wisdom, man.
Oh, God, no, bro.
It's been 2 weeks. I can't go a drought without some sort of something to keep me on the rails. Because, listen, I will go off the rails in a hurry. I think that's been established.
It has been 2 weeks, Shane. So
And I've spent.
I got a lot I could drop on you, Shane. I picked back up my TikTok and I started, cutting these videos of. I try to be motivational and inspirational. And with that said, I try to live a life of inspiration. Like when people look at me, I want them to see inspiration. Not just some black guy. Like damn, man, Q, man, you inspire me. Whether I live that through my actions, through my words, through the way I am with my family, through the way I interact with anybody. I'm always trying to be. It's all the above.
It's all the above.
But I cut a video last week and I talked about just patience, and patience was on my mind because not just patience, but being careful what you ask for. So like patience ties into it, but with being careful what you ask for, I asked for a family business. I got a family business. But the dial has kind of turned a little bit on me. When I first started this business, I was working with my oldest son, my daughter, and my wife. Mm-hmm. They were assets to the business.
True. Everybody was an asset.
Everybody was an asset.
Leilani,
I only had one job to do, and that was just make the popcorn.
Yeah.
Now my wife got a job. My oldest son off to college. Leilani has cheer dance school. It's me, Enzo, Ezra.
Which is a labor of love.
I see you damn show labor of love.
I see you with your boys, and I know how much you love them, and I know how much they love you.
But they're not an asset to the business.
They're not an asset to the business.
They're a burden to the business.
As far as the labor part of the business, sure.
As far as the labor part of the business. I done lost all my help that were assets.
And gained responsibility.
Anchors.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put them.
That's a tough way to put it.
But that's the truth.
Yeah,
they not helping me none.
When it comes to
they're not helping me with the business.
It's very difficult to serve the public in any capacity, whether it's popcorn, whether it's retail like me, whatever it is, with taking care of a child.
I got two.
And you got two that neither,
that I'm their full-time provider, and I'm also working my business full-time.
Yeah.
So I said be careful.
And not for nothing, one of them is about to turn 3, and that's a tough
At 2, he's a little motherfucker.
That's a tough age, man. They are monsters.
2 is a tough age. At least at 3, hopefully we can start reasoning a little bit more.
Hopefully, yeah.
Ain't no reason with him. He's a damn emotional train wreck.
And his emotional state changes so quickly.
I want this. I want that. Just wait. Motherfucker, I said you're not gonna have it. Just wait.
Yeah,
at least hopefully at 3 we can start.
I'm trying to get it out for you.
Yeah. I'm trying to get it out for you.
You see me reaching for it. What am I supposed to magically conjure it?
So I talked about just being careful what you ask for, Shay, and because I asked for this family business, but it was like one of those genie tricks on me. Like when you rub the genie, you ask for $1 million, and he pulls some funky trick on your ass. You get the $1 million, but then something else go wrong.
Right.
You get sick or something, you got to spend $1 million just to get yourself back well. I got what I asked for.
You got what you asked for.
So my words of wisdom.
But now you've got what you asked for.
But I got what I asked for. So like if you asking for patience, shit, you might get tested. I asked for patience as well.
There's only about one way to get patience, and that's to be tested.
To be tested, and I'm being tested in the fire when it comes to my patience. And as I'm telling Enzo to be patient as I'm getting this for him, or I'm trying to complete this one task, then I'm going to work on what I'm trying to get him. I'm telling him to be patient. I'm losing my damn patience because he's throwing a fit. So
Bars.
Now I'm like, then my logical mind start to fuck with me. Like, damn, am I being a hypocrite right now? Because I'm telling him to be patient as I'm losing my patience. Be careful what you ask for. That's all I got to say.
See, and most of the time I try really hard to just say, hey, this was words of wisdom. I didn't properly open it up, though, did I? I didn't do the words of wisdom intro. I forgot.
That's all I got.
But, here's the thing. No, I think your wisdom is profound, but I want to open it up just a little bit. I want to unpack it just a little bit because I don't think what you're really saying is necessarily the concept of be careful what you wish for, and here's why I say that. I don't think
Well, I'm saying you might get what you wish for.
You might get what you wish for, but then there's going to be struggles with that too.
I'm getting what I wished for.
So
what I hope for.
The first thing I would ask is,
okay,
if you could go back, going to go back in time. You listen to the news. If you could go back in time, would you stick with a corporate job and not have the family business, knowing what you know now?
No.
So be careful what you wish for, and yet it's still better than what you had. So, in other words, if you could go back knowing what you know now, you would still wish for the same. You might do it a little differently, but you would still wish for the same.
Mm-hmm.
I think, for me anyways, listening to you expound on that, I think the takeaway for me is that no matter what you do, there's going to be some hard stuff.
Correct.
No matter what you do, there's going to be some challenge. You may think that whatever, if I could just get to this, whatever it is that you're wishing for, you may think that that's going to solve all your problems, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to give you a different set of problems. And the key might be choose what problems you want to address. Would you rather deal with 2 kids under the age of 3 and all the difficulty that comes with? And anybody that thinks that we're being, whatever kind of dads, no, that's really freaking hard. That's really hard for anybody. Mom, dad, anybody. You're by yourself.
And to operate a business.
Trying to operate your business while you're dealing with 2 children like that. That's very tough. But those are the problems you chose to take on. Not knowing all of the difficulties that we're going to have, you still chose those problems.
Correct.
And if you look back on it now, you would rather have those problems than the problems of dealing with some asshole corporation that don't give a shit about you.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful what you wish for.
Be careful what you ask for. And,
but know, as you're being careful, I guess my wrap it up, if I could put it on a bow.
Okay. Oh, you going to put the bow on it?
If I could put a bow on it,
okay,
and you tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Be careful what you wish for. But I thought I had a more elegant way to put it.
Oh, just say it. Just say it. Shay. Don't got to be pretty.
Choose your problems.
Uh-huh.
Choose your problems. And how do you want your life? Do you want it to be surrounded by love and happiness, Al Green style?
Uh-huh.
Or do you want it to be, surrounded by somebody else's problems? Because the problems you got now are your problems.
They are my problems.
Yours.
Yeah.
Uniquely yours.
Uniquely my
Nobody
problem.
else in the world other than your wife and the people in your household can share those problems.
Correct.
They are uniquely yours.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the takeaway is choose your problems, not somebody else's. Fight your own battles. Don't spend your life trying to fight somebody else's. When you work for a corporation or another company or even another person, you're trying to solve their
way to look
problems.
at it. I'm building my dream.
You're building your dream.
I'm solving my problem.
You're solving your own problems, not somebody else's.
Not someone else's.
That's a good place to leave it. Solve your own problems, not somebody else's. With that, this has been Vendor Chronicles. Peace.
Good show.